You're listening to an Airwave Media Podcast.
All set for your flight?
Yep, I've got everything I need. Eye mask, neck pillow, T-Mobile, headphones.
Wait, T-Mobile?
You bet. Free in-flight Wi-Fi. 15% off all Hilton brands. I never go anywhere without T-Mobile. Same goes from a water bottle, chewing gum, nail clippers,
okay,
passport.
I'm gonna leave you to it.
Find out how you can experience travel better at T-Mobile.com/travel.
Qualifying plan required. Wi-Fi were available on select U.S. airlines. Deposit and Hilton Honors membership required for 15% discount. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. If you love old movies, Hollywood history, or the golden age of filmmaking, you've come to the right place. This is the podcast that talks about amazing stories of Tinseltown from another era and fascinating conversations with writer-producer Steve Cubine and actress-writer Nan McNamara.
So, Steve, did Ava Gardner and Howard Hughes have a good relationship?
Well, they did until he dislocated her jaw.
What?
Well, don't worry. She hit him back with an ashtray.
From Beneath the Hollywood Sign is the gin joint for you.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Matt and I will be hosting today. Joining me in the studio as always is Ken, Neal, and Jeff. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great.
Donkashang.
We got a great one for you guys today.
Oh yes, very special episode. Jeff, not feeling so well today. How are you doing, Jeff?
I don't think Neal or I are feeling particularly well, but no, we just came off a very brutal loss. But we're in good spirits. We brought our friend over from the East End of London to join us today in the studio.
Here we go.
His name is Jimmy Bowes. You think he's saying balls, but it's Bowes. How you doing today, Jimmy? Oh, I was doing pretty good. You're Jimmy Bowes here.
This is replacing the Dutch boy because this character is much worse. No, this character's no good.
Well, Jeff is going to be playing a flu game today because he's just a little under the weather. I don't think he's actually got the flu, but we're going to call it the flu game.
Okay. Yeah, so Jeff and Ken will be competing as a team. Neal will also be here for some reason.
I'm going to be playing as Jimmy Bowes the whole game in accent. I'm going to see if I can stay committed. So I'm going to be Jimmy Bowes the whole game.
Don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to happen.
Our team name is going to be Flu Game. Tell us about our other team, though. That's why I'm excited today.
Yeah, so joining us today via Skype is United States champion Peter Nguyen. How you doing, Peter?
I am doing well. How are you guys tonight?
Awesome. So this is your first appearance on the show, and we do want to thank you so much for being a Patreon subscriber. We do appreciate everyone that subscribes. And
his name's been said a ton of times on the show because he's one of our most prolific question senders, and we certainly appreciate that too.
Yeah, this is actually my first time attending any kind of trivia or being a guest on any kind of trivia podcast. So I'm a little nervous about it, and I'm just kind of wondering just how dumb I'm going to get during this episode.
No.
I'm sure you'll do fine. And you're actually going to be pairing up with a bit of a trivia veteran here.
A wunderkind.
Somebody you might have heard on the show maybe a couple of times, or you might have seen him if you watched Bloodsport, which I think at least 50 people did based on our YouTube views. Joining us, Cruiserweight champion Ryan Kloefkorn Meyers. How you doing, Ryan?
I am doing well. How are you, folks?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Long time, first time. Is that how this works?
I was going to say the man who needs no introduction. So both of you wanted to play together as a team. So have you played together before or no?
No. It's just that I when you guys reached out to ask me to be on the show, I was like, well, who can I ask to make this way more comfortable for me? And kind of Ryan just kind of popped into my head. So I was like, I would like to see if Ryan would be able to do it. My second option was going to be Dutch Boy, but I didn't know if Dutch Boy would be
He was unavailable today. He's
Yeah.
busy being on paint cans or whatever the hell Dutch Boy is.
He's painting museums. You picked a good teammate there in Ryan, and we had a long contract negotiation with Ryan. We made sure we filled everything on his rider that he asked for, but he's here.
I'm really picky. I don't like brown M&Ms because brown's not a color in the rainbow. And my bowl sitting next to me has remarkably few brown ones. In fact, none.
Yeah, we faxed those over to you. Got them as soon as possible.
That's so kind of you. It did jam my fax machine, though, for the record.
Just a little bit.
So our team name is going to be Flu Game. Are you guys comfortable with being first time, long time?
That's not bad. Unless you want to do that or you want to do something else.
We love you first time.
That works.
Yes. That's it. That's so good.
Well,
you can imagine my shock the first time I saw Full Metal Jacket, and I'm like, oh, that's what that's from.
Well,
yes.
So now that we got the team names out of the way, why don't we send it to the rules guy? Rules guy, take it away.
The rules of the game are simple. 20 questions split into 2 rounds worth 10 points apiece. At halftime, there'll be a special swing round designed by this week's host. After regulation, players will enter the final round with the points that they've accumulated and will have a chance to wager 0 to 30 points on 5 categorized questions. At the end of the game, someone will be named the cream of the crop.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Oh, that was great, wasn't it, Ken?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's over.
It's over. Fair enough.
Ken's done it as long as he could.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So I guess now we are ready to play the game. You guys ready?
Yes, please.
I'd like to be acknowledged that I'm playing Quick Draw as Jimmy Bowes, but
okay,
that's my team name. Is Jimmy.
I will occasionally acknowledge your presence. So now we will begin with question 1. This comedic band allegedly takes their name from a Marv Albert phrase. The band in question isn't yes. However, they were not very funny.
Marv Albert, that's sports.
Yep.
Sports guy.
Yep.
What do you know? Any catchphrases? Boom goes the dynamite. Let's just say boom goes the dynamite.
Okay.
I have no idea here.
Do you know this one, Neal?
I have a guess.
I gotta give this over to Peter. Peter, genius on this one.
Maybe the only comedic bands I was just going off of the comedic band route, and I'm thinking like Lonely Island and Flight of the Conchords, and then kind of wound up with Tenacious D. And Ryan kind of agrees with that one, so we're going to
Marv Albert's a basketball commentator, and that makes sense.
That certainly does. We just went with boom goes the dynamite.
All right. Quick Draw, did you have anything?
I went with Tenacious D.
Yes, he was noting a player's tenacious defense called Tenacious D. The answer is Tenacious D.
Mr. Nervous over here.
Right.
Well, once you get the first one out of the way, it starts rolling. Moving on to question 2. In a game of chess, what is the name of the only maneuver you can do that involves moving 2 pieces in a single turn?
We're locked in.
Yep.
As are we.
Okay, you guys can talk because I have no idea. So I'm just going to lock in with no idea.
This one would be perfect in your accent.
It would. If you clear out the knight and the bishop between the king and the rook, but have not yet moved the rook or the king, you can do a move called castling.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're Neal, a castle.
Yeah, we also.
What'd you call me?
We also locked in with castling.
Yes, the answer is castling.
Now, is that something you do at a video store when you really like Vincent Castle and you replace one row of movies with all Vincent Castle
or
movies?
You just rent all the Punisher movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or every season of Castle on DVD. There's a lot of them.
Or you go have White Castle after a very long night.
There you go. There's a lot of them here. All right. Moving on to question 3. In 1973, this rule change in baseball paved the way for the Travis Hafners and Chili Davises to have long, successful careers. What was it?
I don't know if it's a rule, but they used to have like pitchers just pitch like crazy.
What about the infield fly rule?
I don't know how that would make a career longer.
There's no rule about how long the pitcher can pitch. It's just...
Well, I know they do pitch counts. I mean, they rotate starting pitchers. I don't know if there is a...
Yeah, but you don't have to. Your starting pitcher can pitch the whole game. I watched it happen live.
No, I know you can, but so I don't know if they can pitch a subsequent game. Maybe. I don't know.
Let's go with the infield fly rule.
Okay.
This is your flu talking.
This one was all Ryan because it's sports, and this is like my worst category.
I was just thinking of what rule changes we could have. We didn't think it was like an age limit thing because it seemed kind of unfair. We thought like salary cap, but that's not really a rule. And then I thought of the designated hitter rule, which basically allows good hitters to get fat and not play on the field and thereby extend their career. So we locked it with the DH.
All right. So after a lot of discussion between me and Jeff, we talked about pitchers a lot, but we decided that you can pretty much pitch a pitcher as much as you want. It's just not wise. But we went with the infield fly rule. Don't know how that works, but whatever.
Yeah, I figured Chili Davis, DH, designated hitter, so I went designated hitter.
Chili Davis is a famous DH. The answer is the implementation of the DH rule.
Yeah, I forgot 73 was the year for that.
That would have been helpful.
Chili Davis was famous for his hot dogs, right?
Yes.
I think he was famous for his, I want more baby back, baby back, baby back, baby. Sorry.
Nope,
Tim Meadows in The Office?
None of that's true. Hey, let's move on to question 4. Question 4. I think everyone will get this one. This actor was front and center in Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice music video. His weapon was, of course, more cowbell.
Yeah, we're going to be in with Chris Walken.
Okay.
Dancing on the walls and ceiling, Christopher Walken for us too.
He was also pretty good at Russian roulette, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I went Christopher Walken.
Yes, the answer is Christopher Walken.
3 bullets. 3 bullets.
You're not doing the watch gag?
No, I was going to do a Christopher Walken impression, but it was just too easy of a thing for me to go for, and I just decided not to.
Can we do Chris Walken as Jimmy Balls?
Wow, bruv. Spare a quid. Spare a quid, bruv.
Oh my God.
That's not terrible.
Neal, I love you.
That sounds more like Kevin
Thank you.
Spacey as Chris Walken as Jimmy Bowles.
Behind a cell.
We don't talk about Kevin Spacey anymore.
Yeah.
Question 5.
Being scrubbed from all media.
Question 5 was a listener submitted from Christopher Plummer, I heard.
Nope. All right, question 5. This is both a famous pop culture blog and a villain portrayed by Michael Keaton. And I will mute you guys.
I think we are locked in. We're locked in.
I got it. I can do this one, Peter.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, you guys are...
Yeah. So in Spider-Man Homecoming, Michael Keaton plays a villain named Vulture, and I know Vulture is a popular pop culture website. So Vulture is what I'm locking in with.
Yeah, we locked in with the Vulture as well.
Yep, a lot of clickbait there. I went with Vulture.
The answer is Vulture. So through 5, some high scores so far.
Yeah.
Where are people at, Neal?
Looks like Team Me Love You First Time batting perfectly. So they have 5 for 5, 50 points. Looks like Team Jimmy Bose has 4 out of 5 for 40. And
Flu Game has 30.
30, all right.
All right. Well, there's room to catch up.
We're a little under the weather today.
All right, question 6. If they had made a sequel to Garden State called The Peace Garden State, it would be set in this state. Maybe there'd be a scene shot in Theodore Roosevelt's National Park. Who knows? Neal's the director here.
Well, he's from New York, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Why do I feel like I've been near there?
Because you saw his face carved in the side of a mountain?
I mean, I did, yes, technically see his face carved in the side of a mountain.
And you weren't just taking ayahuasca.
That is also correct. And when I say I know, like I feel like I've been there. New York is a state that I've driven through, so it's possible that it's there.
Okay. We're locked in.
Well, we're considering New York because that's where the Roosevelts were based. But Teddy also spent a lot of time in like the Midwest.
Shooting things.
So
usually.
It's not Kansas, that's the Sunflower State. It's not Colorado, that's the Centennial State. Montana's Big Sky Country. I'm totally out on this, Peter. If Roosevelt makes me want to say New York, but
yeah, I mean, I'm fine with going to New York because I have nothing better. I mean, I know that like Texas is the friendly state and Sunshine State, and Chili State, and Missouri, but I can't think of anything else. So I'm good with going to New York.
Okay, we'll lock in with New York.
Yeah, we had a similar train of thought. He's from New York, so we went New York.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Montana was the Big Sky Country, but I saw a billboard today for Montana. It looked very peaceful, so I wrote Montana.
All right, Neal's actually the closest. The Peace Garden State is actually North Dakota, and that's where that national park is.
Nothing there.
Well, they have Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and that's about it.
It is the least visited of the 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
For good reason. Sorry to North Dakota listeners, but
Yeah, all two of you must be very.
Are there any North Dakota listeners?
We don't know.
I think
of.
it lights up as 2 or 3 downloads. So
okay.
we see you.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'm sorry that I just cost you those listeners.
Yeah, and now they're out.
We're very sorry.
Dang it. All right, question 7. As Bobby Boucher always said, there's nothing like a little H2O. If he were serving H2O2, however, it may affect the performance of players on his team. What is the common name for that formula?
We're locked in.
I got it.
Oh boy. Okay. Do I need to should I mute them or mute me?
Yeah, we can give Neal a second to get his elements in order.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
He's quick draw. He gets 3 seconds.
Yeah, I only get like 5 seconds. Okay. 1 second here.
No mercy for quick draw.
All right, I'm in.
All right, everyone's locked in. Me love you first time. What'd you say?
We're gonna go with H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, I can't. I see what Neal wrote, and I can't stop. We went with hydrogen peroxide.
What did Neal write?
I thought it was hydrogen peroxide, but I was like, where's the P? So I just wrote carbon monoxide.
Oh, honey, we still love you.
So let's break it down.
It makes sense now. Carbon monoxide is what? CO2? CO.
Monoxide.
Carbon dioxide is CO2.
Monoxide.
Okay.
Mono. Meaning one. But you tried.
I should have asked my CI.
All right. Moving on to question 8.
Oi, bruv, spare an ion.
A neutron.
I'm positive we need to move on.
I was going to say, that's why Ken's so negative.
Yeah. All right. Question 8. The New Zealand rugby team are often referred to by this nickname, which is fitting since it's on their dollar coins.
We are locked in.
We are locked in as well.
Yep.
Throwing some softballs.
They're
the
the black
Black Rangers.
I thought they're just the New Zealand Blacks.
Black Riders.
All Blacks. Yeah, that's their name, right? The All Blacks? I thought that's their name. Hold on, now you're confusing me.
So we don't have to cut this. That is the name of their soccer team, but you're incorrect about this if you're thinking that's your rugby team.
The All Blacks is the soccer team.
Correct.
Okay.
Which isn't the question.
Oh, okay. Their rugby team is on the dollar bill. We're going to go with their wonderful Prime Minister, Regina. I'm forgetting her. Oh, great.
Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you. Regina Jacinda Ardern.
All right.
I don't actually remember. I thought it was the All Blacks.
We're in with All Blacks.
Okay.
I also thought it was the All Blacks.
No, the rugby team is named after the Kiwis. Which are on their dollar bills.
Oh.
As soon as you said that, I realized that I'd locked in incorrectly.
I thought it was
the All
too,
Blacks.
Yeah. Let me just pronounce her name correctly so I don't...
or maybe it's not it's the name of, like... They're like the Dallas Cowboys there, but it's not the national team. That's,
okay.
Yeah, that's where I messed up. It's my fault, Peter. I apologize.
You guys are still doing good.
I literally searched New Zealand All Blacks. Allblacks.com, New Zealand National Rugby Union Team.
Yes, I was going to say All Blacks.
There's Rugby Union and there's like Rugby Sevens.
Yes, but is the All Blacks on their dollar coins?
That's fair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was going to say All Blacks and I got made fun of.
All right. Bad question on me. Moving on to question 9. This move can be found in basketball, soccer, and hockey, as well as on a spice rack.
All right. So I'm going to think about hockey and spices, the salt and pepper, the cinnamon bun.
Which sports?
The cumin at you.
Which sports, Matt?
Basketball, soccer, and hockey.
Saffron shake.
Rega, no, he didn't.
All right, we're going to lock in with the joke answer here. How about you guys?
Well, we were just going at it from the spice angle, and so we just started listing things off, and then we got to nutmeg, and I remember that's when you kick the ball or shoot the puck between a defender's open legs through the 5-hole, so to speak, and so we went with nutmeg.
Well, that's kind of a joke, too. I've never heard of that, but we mentioned a few, the classic cinnamon bun and the saffron shake, but we're going with the cumin at ya.
Yeah. So I started with, posh, sporty, scary ginger and baby, and then wasn't really sure. I know in baseball there's a warm-up game called pepper, where you're bunting, and I just thought maybe it translated, so I said pepper.
Yes, well, Neal is correct. Pepper is a warm-up game in baseball. Putting the ball between someone's leg is a nutmeg.
Oh.
Yeah, good job, Brian.
I thought that was called the 5-hole.
The 5-hole is the spot where you're putting it through. So
I think that's a video that we shouldn't be talking about.
The physical hole itself.
Yes, that is the 5-hole.
Okay, but who is everyone's favorite Spice Girl? That's the real question.
Posh.
I was always baby.
I was baby growing up, but now I'm a ginger.
I like scary.
Ooh.
I was ginger, but now I'm sporty.
Interesting.
That's a full squad. We mentioned all 5.
That is a full squad.
We don't discriminate. All right. Question 10. Based on a true story, students from this university made millions counting cards in the movie 21.
I'm locked in.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about Kevin Spacey anymore, guys.
Yeah, what's up here? All right, we're locked in.
You guys can talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Isn't it MIT?
That sounds good. I know it was a New England-y thing, so we'll just go with that. That sounds good to me.
I'm pretty sure I remember this being a bunch of engineering students, so I think I want to say MIT.
Well,
So
they
we're
are
locking with
nerds,
MIT.
so.
How do you like them apples?
Yeah.
No? Wrong movie?
Yeah. We're locked. It's not Harvard. It's MIT.
Yeah, I went with the incorrect school of Harvard.
The answer is MIT.
A school that I've been to, technically, because I was on their grounds.
It counts.
Well, in that case, I've been to Harvard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys wouldn't let me go in the library. I said they're not going to know we're not students. Just let me walk in and look at a book.
Right.
But everyone did not want to go in there. I said Tyra Banks went here. I can come here.
And I screamed, Neal, I'm not wearing a shirt right now. I can't go in the library.
All Neal wanted to do was take a piece of paper and slam it against the window of a cafe. The whole time we were in Boston.
Well, it looks like after the first round here, team Me Love You first time, very respectable 80 points. Myself, quick drawing a little too much, only 40 points, half
Fell
that.
off a little bit there.
Fell off
You
a
were
little
40
bit.
in the first half.
I know. And what about you guys? Team Flu Game?
50.
Okay, 50. So you've taken second place here.
All right, before we get to my swing round, Jeff, why don't you tell the people a little bit about Patreon?
I feel like I'm qualified to do that since I think I do it every week.
Can I actually jump in here? Money, please.
All right, so I'm not going to do the kind of shameless groveling that Ken does, but if you'd like to support the show directly, you can do so at patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. Peter and Ryan, as we already mentioned, are supporters of the show, which we are very appreciative of. And like I said, I'm sure you've heard the plug before, but just go check us out over there. We offer different things than you're getting in your normal feed, including bonus episodes that we think are pretty good. So, maybe one of these days we'll put a little teaser clip at the end of an episode so you know what you're missing out on, and maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe that does it for you.
And we can't emphasize enough how important your contributions are to us. We really, really appreciate it. Every dollar is a step closer to us quitting our jobs and doing this like grown adults.
Or at the very least, your contributions will help us get an independent office to work out of instead of my apartment where we hear people bathing above us and have to stop recording.
Yes. That happened twice today.
Happened twice. And since Ryan is here, Ryan Kloefkorn Meyers, the co-conspirator of Bloodsport, all of our Bloodsport Season 2 contestants will be pulled from Patreon subscribers, so make sure to start your support as soon as possible. We're going to be drawing names from all of those supporters, everyone here who is supporting us. So if you'd like to get in on that, at least $1 a month.
That shouldn't be too far. We're thinking early spring. So
yeah,
I don't know how long that is from now. 4 to 6 weeks. So
and can we give?
And you guys recently crossed the 100 100 patron threshold.
Yeah, at time of recording. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
we are. Yeah, I'm blown away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's just we're just very grateful for all of you. And one thing that we are considering doing, or at least I'm considering doing, and I guess I'll just do the editing for it anyways. So if you'd like, we'll figure out what perk this is going to be, but an exclusive Dutch Boy or Jimmy Bo's ringtone, if you'd like.
Or voicemail recording.
Or voicemail recording, if you'd like to have that.
Please pick up the phone.
Please, I'm kidnapped, please. Yeah.
That's happening.
I'll do a Dutch Boy voicemail. That's fine.
How would you do mine?
I have to say, Neal, that like whenever you break out with Dutch Boy, I almost have to like pull over because it cracks me up every single time. And I've like debated just like asking if you would do an entire episode of Dutch Boy.
I'll do an entire episode of Dutch Boy.
A Patreon exclusive episode.
You never say more than like 5 words too, and it's hysterical.
Yeah, I try not to do too much.
We'll do like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Dutch Boy.
What happened that one time where Aaron's like, I almost crashed my car after I ran through a red light?
Yeah, be responsible. Don't drive and listen to our show. Follow the rules of the road.
Too funny, guys.
Too funny.
Yeah, too hashtag too funny.
Hey, here's something that's less funny. Let's move on to my swing round.
Boo.
It's sports.
Boo.
Oh,
Boo again,
God.
they said. All right, so this will be a classic tug of war.
Oh, bringing it back from like episode 3 when it was retired.
Yeah, I was listening to old episodes, and I said, we haven't done that in roughly a year.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, it does not work so well with 3 teams, so Neal will be sitting this one out. We'll just assume he would have gotten 0 at this point.
Oh, I already got 10 written down. So
okay. So I have the 16 teams that have won the NBA championship since 1970. We're going to go back and forth. You're going to give me a team. If it has not been said, you get 5 points. If it has been said, you are going to be knocked out, and the other team will get to keep naming until they get one incorrect.
All right.
So a good chance to make up a lot of points in this round.
And the sport we were talking about is?
Basketball.
Oh, boy.
It's my favorite sport. So we will start with flu game and go back and forth. So flu game, what's your answer?
I'm going to say the Bulls.
The Bulls have won the NBA championship in the last 38 years. Oh, 48 years. Oh, time.
Let's go with the current champion, Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors. Yes.
Let's go with the previous champion, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cavaliers are on the list.
And we will take LeBron's other victories with the Miami Heat.
All right.
Before that, we know there was an interim period with the Celtics victories.
All right. They have won quite a few of those, yes.
As have their biggest rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right.
Speaking of Shaq teams, we're going to go the Orlando Magic.
Oh, you are unfortunately eliminated. The
No.
Magic have
Why,
never
Jeff?
Womp, womp,
Why are you just saying stuff?
I don't know.
He gave you the right answer. You just ignored
I
it.
have 3 written here.
I watched that whole thing unfold, and it was just depressing. Because Ken said the right answer.
Well, there's others, definitely. The Suns and the Magic were
What
in
are you
it.
doing?
The
They're
Suns
still
have,
playing.
They have also not won it. So
Yeah, the Suns haven't won.
You've gotten 2 wrong answers,
Yay.
which isn't even possible in this game. Congratulations, Jeff. You played yourself. We love you first time. I guess name until you're wrong.
The Tim Duncan-led Spurs.
Okay. The Spurs
The
are on
Chauncey
the list.
Billups-led Pistons.
86.
The Dirk Nowitzki-led Mavericks. The 79 Supersonics.
Wow.
The
The
slightly
Rockets, whatever.
earlier than that, Trailblazers. The 71, I think, New York Knicks. I think right at 70 was the year that Kareem and Oscar Robertson won with the Bucks.
Okay, that is correct.
I have the 76ers somewhere in the 80s, I think,
That
or
is
70s.
That is also correct.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 2 more.
The Rockets won in the mid-90s.
Yes, they did. Good call.
There is 1 left.
Let's see. Going through it all in my head.
I should have given you a
Trailblazers.
24-second chocolate.
It's going to be like a defunct team, or I'm stupid. It's probably I'm stupid.
I mean, you did get most of these right, so you're not stupid.
Well, thank you.
Any final answer?
Our final answer is going to be me being a douchebag and stalling, because I know this, and we haven't gone Ohio yet. We have the Cincinnati Royals weren't winners. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's go with the wrong answer of the Pacers, who were wrong.
Yes, it was not the Wizards, but it was the Bullets.
Bullets.
But that was a wonderful performance. How many points did they rack up there? Did they break the game a little bit?
Yeah. So points cancel in tug of war.
Mm-hmm.
So after we were eliminated, they named 9 more. So they get 45 points.
What an interesting concept.
I like tug of wars, by the way. I really miss them. You should do them more often.
Yeah, next time I'll explain it better.
Well, after the swing round, looks like Team Me Love You First Time is up to 125. Since I was not allowed to play, I'm still at 40. And Team...
We the bed, so we're at 50.
That was mostly me, but that's all right.
All right. Well, it's a heated race for second, so I believe in both of you guys. Moving on. All right. You guys ready for round 2?
Absolutely.
All right. Question 1 in round 2. This spin-off of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills follows the title character and her staff at her West Hollywood restaurant, Sir.
We're locked in.
Oh.
I'm locked in.
I expected Neal to lock in immediately, so.
I just saw her in
No?
recently.
Yes. I'm not sure because I don't watch that series of shows, but I know there's a show called Vanderpump Rules, and I know it's on Bravo or what the hell ever channel.
Sounds good to me. Vanderpump is right. That works for me.
Okay, we'll lock in with Vanderpump Rules.
All right.
I hate that I know about their existence, but it's the Vanderpump Rules.
Yes, not to be confused with the next spinoff where Tom is opening up his restaurant with Tom. It is Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant, Vanderpump Rules.
Yep, that's correct. Vanderpump Rules. Points all around.
Yeah.
You guys know your Real Housewives spin-offs.
I just died a little.
All right, moving on to question 2. A plectrum is the alternative name for this tool, something Maynard James Keenan may be familiar with.
I can lock in on this one if you trust me.
Okay. Yep, I trust you, Ryan.
A plectrum?
Plectrum.
Plectrum.
I just said it because I wanted to hear you say that.
You guys locked in?
Yes.
All right. So he said Tool. So that's Tool. Let's think of Tool songs.
Is he the lead singer of Tool? Or I guess that would... I'm locked in. Doesn't really matter. But.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Oh. He's also the singer of A Perfect Circle. So what about... was it Compass? A compass is our answer.
Okay.
I just went with a wrench.
All right.
I believe it's the proper term for a guitar pick.
It is the proper name for a guitar pick.
He doesn't play guitar,
I know,
man.
but I just had to use the tool pun.
That's so upsetting.
I was like, I thought it was a guitar pick.
And then
when Ken plays guitar, I was like, oh, if it was for sure, he'd overrule me, no problem.
That's all right. It was just revenge for when he was mouthing Spurs very clearly to you, and you said, "How about the Magic?"
I was looking at him.
Matt fed me a very prolific vocalist for a guitar question.
Yes. I didn't feel like anybody would know the guitarist, but you probably would have.
You didn't have to.
I didn't have to put that in there at all.
Didn't have to be talking about Tool.
Fair enough. All right. Question 3. This former child star made people really stand up and cheer and raise a drink with her commitment to public service after her acting career, including a stint as the U.S. ambassador to Czechoslovakia.
We're locked in. Right, Peter?
I have no idea on this. You?
Stand up and cheer?
Raven Simone? Czechoslovakia is so Raven.
They're really into their That's So Raven over there.
Wait a minute.
That's
Czechoslovakia hasn't been a country for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley Temple? Shirley Temple. We're locked in.
Okay.
I went with Shirley Temple.
All right. We love you first time?
Shirley Temple Black.
Yes, the answer is Shirley Temple. You just picked that out of nowhere?
I'm quick draw now.
How did you pull that
Neal,
out?
Neal, look at me.
I am the quick
Look
draw.
at me. I'm the quick draw now.
What led you to Shirley Temple there? You just kind of...
Every time I
Just
look at
picked
Ken, he pulls the answer.
I just picked a child star that would be alive when Czechoslovakia was a country, and Shirley Temple's by far the most famous.
Wasn't Ambassador Kulkin?
Look at me.
I'm
the quick draw now.
All right.
Neal keeps not looking at you when you're saying that, for the record.
He's nervous.
No, it's because every time I look at him, he gets the answer. Like when I write down the right answer.
He's looking at my AK-47.
Today was a good day.
Question 4. Tay Day had a viral hit in 2008 with this song about a specific type of precipitation.
I got it.
Good.
Locked in.
I'll start it. Chocolate rain. That's chocolate rain.
Yep.
Okay.
Chocolate rain.
Peter was moving away from the mic to breathe in because he knows that it's chocolate rain.
The answer is, of course, Chocolate Rain. The first winner of the YouTube Music Award.
Sorry?
It was the first winner of the YouTube Music Award that was defunct immediately after that.
Too bad, because Friday was a shoo-in for
2011 or whatever
2011.
it was.
Yeah.
2012?
Jeff, why?
He's got to store that Friday year of release in his head, just in case.
You don't know that Jeff is the Chicago chapter president of the Rebecca Black fan club, right?
You never know.
All right, question 5. In the Tennessee Williams play The Glass Menagerie, while sharing a dance with a shy Laura, gentleman caller Jim accidentally brushes against the glass menagerie, knocking one to the floor and breaking it. What type of animal was this glass, surprisingly not made in Scotland?
I can lock in.
I'm not familiar with this, but Jeff's nodding at me, so I'm going to let him take it.
Oh man, I haven't read this play in a long time. So all I'm going to say is when you're on a dance floor, John Taffer of Bar Rescue fame patented a booty, what is it called? A booty guard or of some sort, that when you go on the dance floor, it's a tight window to enter the dance floor so that people are rubbing up against each other to create sort of a friction and sort of a communal thing, like the Matrix.
What the hell are you getting at?
So I'm just saying, if John Taffer was at Tennessee Williams Place, or fictional place, for the Glass Menagerie, the glass wouldn't have fallen.
Right.
So I'm just going to put John Taffer.
Okay.
Jesus.
Quite the out there.
The only thing I could think of was maybe the Scotland national animal clue. So I was thinking maybe it's actually not an actual animal, but it's a unicorn.
Okay. You didn't say
He
national
brushes against the
animal.
mantle, and the horn breaks off of the unicorn.
And the answer is unicorn.
It's kind of a Blade Runner sort of situation.
A little something like that.
A
Yeah.
little unicorn origami.
Ladies and gentlemen, menagerie.
Is that a RuPaul Drag Race contestant?
Hosted by Menagerie.
Oh my god, it has to be now.
All right, question 6.
Coming to you from Nowlands.
All right, coming from
Menagerie.
Chicago. This is incorrect. Question 6. Question 6. A group of locusts goes by this very fitting name.
I have a decent idea, Peter.
You guys want to talk?
We're locked. We're locked in. We're locked in.
Okay.
Is it a swarm?
I would assume maybe a plague.
Oh, yeah, plague works.
Okay, going with plague.
Well, plague is probably correct, but I think me and Jeff were thinking of a particular magic card called Swarm of Locusts, so we're going to go with Swarm.
Okay.
I went with Four Loco.
Okay. It's very fitting because this was one of the plagues. It's a plague.
Just continuing their winning ways here.
Yeah, they're just.
I was thinking that from the magic angle as well. So.
Well,
I was incredibly nervous to come on a Matt hosted episode because I think his wheelhouse is the furthest away from my own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're up to 90
and I got
points.
NBA questions, so I'm good.
We're up to 90 points, so you guys better look out.
They need to change their team name. They're going to be the Untouchables.
You're into Magic, Peter? You play it?
I used to play it until I spent about, I don't know, close to $1,000 in like less than a year's time trying to buy cards. So I quickly gave up on that.
Yeah, I think I did that third quarter this year.
I was going to say, that's very recent for you. So.
And I am not that obsessed, but I enjoy it.
You play it quite often, though, right?
Somewhat casually.
I play probably at least once a week.
So you like Magic cards. I just like Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I like gatherings. So.
Oh my God!
Hey, we're all gathering here.
Yeah. Neal just disappeared from the room. It's amazing.
I was going to disappear. That was a good out.
I was waiting for the cracking noise, like in Harry Potter.
Nope, this is your apartment. You can't leave. Question 7. This delicious astrophysics term refers to the vertical stretching and horizontal compression of objects into long, thin shapes in a very strong gravitational field. Do you guys need to talk? We'll mute you.
I
think I know it.
Yeah.
Which is shocking for a science question for me. I'm garbage at science.
Okay, these guys are locked in. Spaghetti. Oh.
Spaghettification?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, taffy?
Isn't it spaghetti? I think spaghettification is a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that before. That sounds right. I just put wormhole.
Okay. And you guys going with spaghettification?
Sure.
All right. Me love you first time?
I thought I was going to beat Jeff on a science question, and I felt so accomplished for like 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spaghettification.
Yes, the answer is spaghettification or the noodle effect, which I would also take. But nobody said.
Hold on. Who's that?
Nearly as cool.
Who's that hiding behind that fake plant over there? Spaghetti. Spooked, you guys.
He's brought us a bunch of marinara sauce. Thank you, Spaghetti.
We've been graced with a new character.
I only have one
No,
question.
Spaghetti is
Eat all of us spaghetti.
no, Spaghetti is from Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great
is it?
job. Yeah.
I only ever have one question, and it's always why. At the
No,
end of some of these.
there's this Goldilocks cartoon where they eats the spaghetti, and this man yells like, "He eats all of my spaghetti." It's so funny.
Oh, this is madness.
This is madness.
Ooh, it is madness. You're right.
There are definitely not enough puns in this episode, so please keep it up.
March Madness.
Question 8. The Bactrian is a specific species of this animal. Not sure if it's Wednesdays or twice as long.
Locked in.
I can lock in as well.
Not sure it's Wednesdays or twice as long. Wednesdays are normally called hump day, so maybe it's a camel. So I'm going to lock in with camel.
Okay.
The answer is camel.
Mm-hmm.
Dromedaries have 1 hump. Bactrians have 2. We went with camel.
Camel is correct.
Hey, Matt.
I used to work at the zoo.
Oh, that's right.
I live in a zoo.
Do you know what's in a
Yeah.
camel's hump, Matt?
Some kind of water.
It's a trick.
It is fat.
Fergie?
Don't fall into Jeff's traps.
Oh.
We all know Jeff's a secret Fergie fan.
Mm-hmm.
The song's actually about camels. Did you know that?
No.
Will I Am bought her a camel. No, that's not true.
Glamorous is so underrated for the record.
Glamorous is good.
That's not incorrect. All right. Question 9. This 2005 horror comedy starring Gary Busey wouldn't be too out of place if it had stayed in theaters until December.
I'm locked in.
2005 horror comedy.
Yeah, we're not just
December.
instantaneously getting our asses
Santa's
kicked.
Sleigh.
Right.
He wasn't in that.
Bad Santa was later. Also not Gary Busey.
2005 horror comedy. Santa's Sleigh. Wasn't there another?
I'm not
I'm
good.
gonna lock in with Santa's Sleigh.
Okay.
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 Feel free to talk, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of horror comedies that have to do with Christmas, and the only one I can think of, and I don't even think it's really much of a comedy, is Krampus.
Yeah, and that was like 2012 too, with Adam Scott, Toni Collette.
There's something about Gary.
Let's go for it. We're locking in with There's Something About Gary.
That's really good.
With an exclamation point.
A horror comedy that I think would do well in December is Santa's Sleigh. I don't especially remember Gary Busey being in it, but I'm going Santa's Sleigh.
Yeah, starring Bill Goldberg. No, the Gary Busey 2005 holiday horror movie is Ginger Dead Man.
The answer is
Kidding me.
Ginger Dead Man.
Oh my god.
Which actually has 3 sequels, including Passion of the Crust, Saturday Night Cleaver, and Man vs. Evil Bong. It's a wonderful series.
God.
Almost as profitable as Fast and the Furious.
You know what my favorite, I don't even want to say B horror movie. I want to say D horror movie is Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a classic.
Thanksgiving is
Jeff,
really
you
excellent.
wanted more puns. Now look what you've done.
I'm pretty happy with what's happened.
No, Thanksgiving is real. Just to be clear, that's not a joke.
Oh, I
It's
believe
based
it.
on a true story. Is what you're
Ryan,
saying?
if you haven't
Oh.
seen Thanksgiving, please watch it this year.
Well, because every October I watch 31 horror movies I haven't seen before, consider it watched in the next 9 days.
And you just have 4 new ones. All
It's
the
not
gingerbread.
good, but it is very funny.
It is.
Oh,
it's bad.
It's real bad.
It's bad.
It's right up there with Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh,
that movie's wonderful.
That's one of my favorites of all time.
I'll throw a Dr. Giggles in there too if you haven't seen it.
It is. I watch Killer Clowns every year for Halloween, and I watch Monster Squad. Both of those.
All right, let's wrap
I
up
got to see
this
Monster
round.
Squad for the first time in theaters last year, and I really enjoyed myself.
Oh, good.
All right,
I love it.
Let's wrap up this round already. It's been a lot of points, a lot of fun. It's
been a wild one.
Yeah. All right, question 10. This band caused quite the hysteria in the chat rooms when they used MySpace to find their 5th and final member when they had only 2,000 profile views, stating, "We're looking to get a full-time keyboard player for sequencing/synth. Contact us."
I was thinking Muse because of Hysteria, but
There's no way.
what was the year?
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Panic at the Disco, because you said hysteria in the chat room.
Yeah.
Let's
That would
go.
make
Let's
sense.
go. Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
Locked in.
So my only clue here was the word hysteria. my mom was a big Def Leppard fan, and they have a song called Hysteria, and so we guessed Def Leppard.
All right.
There's some conversation about Muse in the studio because they have a song called Hysteria, but they only have 3 members, I believe, and I think Matt Bellamy takes care of all the keys and stuff. So we are going off the fact that he said Hysteria in the chat room, and we're going to go with Panic at the Disco.
Oh, yeah. And I couldn't come up with it. I know it is not Muse, but I just put Muse.
Yes, the answer is Panic at the Disco.
Nice.
Great job, guys.
It's one of the more prominent bands that kind of like made their first killing like on MySpace, kind of where they grew their fan base.
All right. So after regulation, it looks like Team You Love You First Time is up to 205. Whoa. Very large lead.
That's
40.
fitting for the cruiserweight, right?
It is fitting.
205 live.
It looks like Team Quick Draw here. Since I was not able to play the swing round, little disadvantage, but I'm at 90 points. Not bad. And what about you guys?
Actually, it doesn't really matter in the tug of war because you only get points if you win.
120 for us.
Ooh, so 90 to 120 to 205. Before we go to the final round, we do know a lot about our friend Ryan Kloefkorn Meyers from being on the show and enjoying his company. But Peter, we don't know a lot about you, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I live just north of you guys in a little suburb called Barrington here in Illinois. I am a pharmacist, so if you have any drug questions, feel free to ask me away.
Do you have any?
And I've been listening to you guys for quite some time now. And like I said, don't really get a whole lot into trivia, but I do enjoy it. I've always enjoyed trivia, and you guys are always a blast to listen to. So thank you so much for doing this show, and thank you for entertaining me on my way to work and at work.
It's good that someone finally gets that we're a comedy podcast that
about
does
trivia.
Yeah. Other people, they're just like, oh, trivia. No. All right. Are you guys ready to hear the final 5 categories?
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Category 1, When You Wish Upon a Star. Category 2, Under the Sea. Category 3, How Far I'll Go.
What's that from?
Moana. Yes, that's the one. Category 4, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. And category 5, Be Our Guest. Yes,
You will
I
join
imagine.
us for dinner. That is not a request.
All right, we are in with our wagers.
Ready for the questions?
Please.
All right. In the category When You Wish Upon a Star, this person holds the record for most Make-A-Wish wishes granted, although you won't see him in any of the pictures. In category Under the Sea, this trench is the deepest part of the Indian Ocean. Spending time down there is sure to wake you up. In the category How Far I'll Go, in what country is the northernmost permanently inhabited place in the world? This place is 508 miles from the North Pole. It has no permanent residents per se, but has been permanently inhabited by temporary residents since 1950. Category Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. This phrase was originally used as a form of propaganda to keep the British public to stay strong during World War II. Now you're more likely to see it at a Spencer's Gift as a parody shirt.
Yeah.
In the category Be Our Guest. According to a report by Verve Search Limited, which is based on IMDb data for over 340,000 movies, this park is the most filmed location in movies, appearing in over 231 movies.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody is locked in, so let's get those answers. In When You Wish Upon a Star, this person holds the record for most Make-A-Wishes granted. Flu Game, what'd you have, and what was your wager?
We went big 30 on that one and went John Cena.
Okay. Me Love You First Time.
We wagered 10, and we went with John Cena. Boo, 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 boo.
And Quick Draw?
I never gave up. I wagered 20 on John Cena.
Yes, I would put some hustle, loyalty, and respect on that. It is John Cena. Points all around. In Under the Sea, what is the deepest part of the Indian Ocean? Flu Game.
We did not wager on this one, and we said the Marianas Trench because we don't know.
Me Love You First Time?
I'm going to let Peter take this
we
because
wagered
I think he's a
10.
genius.
Yeah, I mean, we wagered 10, and the part with the wake you up, we kind of assumed it might be something related to Java, so we went with the Java Trench.
And Neal?
I wagered 10. The only trench I know of, at least right at this moment, is the Marianas Trench. So I went with that.
Yes, and between Sumatra and Java, it is the Java Trench, right off of Indonesia.
I can't believe that your hint wasn't the Evanescence Trench.
Peter, I love you. Well, that's what I was like. Is there like an Emily Trench? Or...
Sometimes I have to just do actual science. Sorry, guys. In question 3, how far I'll go. What country is the northernmost permanently inhabited place? Flu game.
Due to some of our northerly travels recently, we were actually talking about this, me and Jeff, and we think it's Svalbard, Norway. So our answer is Norway.
Okay. Me love you first time.
Take it, Peter.
We wagered 10 points as well, and we went with our great neighbors to the north of Canada.
All right, Neal.
I wagered 20, and I just put the fictional country of Kashmir.
All right, the city is called Alert, and it is in the Quick-a-Taluk region of the Nunavut Territory in Canada.
So we are,
Peter,
we are losing
you're
our
the
hard-earned 30
MVP.
points.
All right, in Hakuna Matata, wonderful phrase. This phrase was originally used as a form of propaganda. What was that phrase? Flu game.
We bet 30 on this one, and we are going to go with keep calm and carry on.
All right. Me love you first time.
We said the same for 10.
And quick draw, Neal.
I wagered 20. Initially, I wanted it to be loose lips sink ships, but it is indeed keep calm and carry on.
And that is
You're not
correct.
even going to say it like Jimmy Bowes.
Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah, see,
There you go.
Heard that phrase quite a bit, I imagine. All right, and be our guest. What is the most filmed location in movies? Flu game.
We bet another 30 on this one, and we went with Central Park.
Okay, and me love you first time.
There's a solid segment of Die Hard with a Vengeance there. We guessed Central Park as well. We bet 10 on that for the record.
All right, and Neal.
Wagered 20. I believe it beats Venice Beach, possibly is the second largest or most used location, but I believe it's Central Park.
Yes, Venice Beach is second to Central Park as the most filmed space.
All right. Well, after that rousing final round, which followed 2 great rounds of regulation and a tug of war I was not allowed to be in, I am in third place as quick draw. I probably would have won the game if I was able to play tug of war. We'll never know. I had 120.
I'm voting Neal for miscongeniality.
Thank you. I'm also an FBI agent, so I had 120 points.
Are you armed and fabulous?
I am armed and fabulous. And in second place, with a very, very good score, is Team Flu Game, 180 points. Jeff's
The flu took us.
The flu took it. Yeah, it's all right. But
We
Ken
can't all be Michael Jordan.
We can't all be Michael Jordan, but Ken is hugging you, carrying you off the court to go gamble and smoke cigars, probably.
He's very sweaty.
Very sweaty. And in first place with a just amazing 255 points, a new partnership has been born, and we're hoping to have them for the second time. It's Me Love You First Time, the cream of the crop.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Hey, good job, guys.
Yeah, forming the new cream team. Right? Is that
Ooh.
Thank you, Matthew. Oh, okay. I'm down for
we're going to
this.
have to use that for something.
Yeah.
We need a cream team, actually. That's really good. That's a good idea.
I've been saving that one for a special occasion. When somebody breaks that 250 barrier, you're part of the cream team.
The cream team. I like it.
I dig that.
Feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good. That was so much fun. I feel like we probably could have gone a lot. Oh my god.
A lot longer.
Jimmy Bowes is trapped. He's trying to make his way out.
I'm telling you, it's really hard sometimes. I have a lot of accents in my head. Like I told these guys another episode, I had to cut it out. Every time I locked in, I did a Boston accent for some reason. I was like, I'm locked in. Locked in. But anyway. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun here. We probably could have gone a lot longer, especially saying menagerie. But any final messages from you both? We really enjoyed having you for the first time, Peter, and then for the many times we've had you, Ryan.
Well, this is the first time we've had Ryan as a contestant, so.
As a player or a player.
So Ryan was just in a different position. We've had him before, but it's just different.
Hey now, the kids
Ryan,
that listen to the show
dishes.
deal. We're driving
My
them away.
eyebrows can't stop going up and down after you said that.
I keep saying the kids, and every time I do, it gets dirtier.
It's our equivalent of the B movie YouTube clip when every time someone says B, it goes faster. It just gets
It's a
dirtier.
masterpiece in postmodern surrealism.
And Peter, invitation's open. If you'd ever like to come play trivia with us on a Monday or Wednesday, let us know, and dinner's on us.
Excellent.
Any last words, Ryan?
Just be nice to each other, and thanks for listening, folks.
And if you're ever in town, feel free to drop in on a Monday or Wednesday, but dinner's on you.
Completely understandable.
No, Ryan, no. Ryan's dinner would be on me.
Ooh. Well, you have to come down together.
Like those sushi places Canada go to?
Oh.
Can we please put in cricket sounds?
Okay, what day are we doing that?
No, we got it. We got what he was saying. It just took a second.
It took me a second, too. I got it, though.
Oh, my God. All right. So thank you again to our guests. Thank you to all the hosts who are here. Thanks to everyone for listening. My name was
For
Matt.
the final time.
Yeah, thanks for sticking through that one. Thanks for listening. My name is Matt, and that was Triviality.
You like bubbles, love?
Spare quid, eh?
That was Michael Caine.
She was Michael Caine.
Like, bruv,
My
spare quid,
cocaine.
yeah?
Who's cocaine? My cocaine.
Michael Caine.
Blow the bloody doors off.
Oh, God.
She was only 17.